What's going on, Washington Football Nation? It's your boy Rio, and we're back with another episode on the Rambling with Rio YouTube channel where we cover the Washington football team. And just like that, we're back to misery. It is a misery Monday after a 27-20 defeat at the hands of the Dallas Cowboys, our arch rivals, our arch nemesis, the team that we despise the most, and what felt like a home game for Dallas at FedEx Field yesterday. There's definitely some layers to unpack about this one, but we can get right to the shits. I talked a lot of shit to Dallas Nation, to all you America's team fuckers week, and I'll eat crow. I was wrong. I was very wrong. We were outclassed. We were outmatched from the get-go. And despite the final score saying 27-20, that does not tell the full story of this game at all because we were absolutely dominated. We were the submissives of the Dallas Cowboys for about 3.5 quarters. And there's a few ways you can look at it, right? So you can start by being the biased homer and say, oh, that wasn't a fumble at the end. What if Carter didn't drop the pass? What if we had our players? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be that guy because I watched that game up close at FedEx Field yesterday. We just weren't good yesterday. We looked shitty, unprepared, and our quarterback, who's one of the fun stories of the league, it was another humble pie reality check of exactly who this guy is. And no, the line didn't do much help yesterday for him, but versus a good team, his limitations are under a microscope. And he really did not give us a chance at all in this game yesterday. Yeah, he threw the bomb to Cam Sims in the fourth quarter, but he just didn't really give us much of a chance yesterday. But it just, I'm at a loss for words because I hate losing to this team. Like, it's such a depressing feeling. Then I wake up on a misery Monday. I'm having car troubles. I got to deal with roadside assistance and shit. When it rains, it pours, but I'm here. Come at me with your smoke. I talked shit. I welcomed it. I said if we lose, I'll own it. So everybody that's already commented, everybody that's already tweeted, Instagram, DM'd me, come with your smoke and take your victory lap because you guys were correct. We look like shit. We look like shit. We look like the presentation of our stadium yesterday. Like, we were the epitome of it. We were down 24-0 in the first half of this game, and Dallas hadn't even got going. Dak played like shit yesterday. Dak played one of the worst games of his career and managed to still have a 24-0 lead against us. That's so disheartening. So for all the, well, if we were at full strength or if we were clicking on all cylinders, we would have went like, fam, Dallas wasn't even clicking on all cylinders. We didn't even see their best yesterday, and we got our asses kicked. They big brothered us. They bully balled us. They brought their goddamn heated Dallas Cowboy benches to our stadium, and we let them come in here and stomp us. Lord Jesus. This football team, man. Yes, I do appreciate the fight we showed to claw back into it, if you will, with our little quasi comeback attempt at the end. Sure, I would have loved to see DeAndre Carter come down with that pass and have a chance to tie the game. Should have been a chance to win the game, but you know, our fourth kicker of the year, got extra point block because in Washington fashion, things that we don't see happen anywhere happen to us. Like we're just the goddamn can't get rights. Like I've never seen more botched extra points for one team in one season in my life. But I'm not making any excuses. We deserved to lose that game. We did not deserve to win it. So any attempt at getting back into it late, like, I don't really feel like we deserved it. Good job, Cole Holcomb, on the pick 6. Great play, Cam Sims. But, I got some bones to pick. Terry McLaurin, all week I talked about how you were going to own Trevon Diggs like you did last year. I will tell you this. Terry McLaurin was in a seatbelt yesterday. He was locked in a room, and I believe there were APBs found for him. Don't do the Chase Young excuse-making thing where we say, he was doubled every play. He was tripled every play. He just did not do shit yesterday. Didn't do anything. It doesn't help that the quarterback can't really get him the ball, but he didn't do shit. He got locked the hell up yesterday. Clamped, seatbelt, dead. Any synonym you want to put about him getting strapped up yesterday, it happened. Trevon Diggs and company put the lock on my guy, 17, Scary Terry. Antonio Gibson, sir. Not only do you have a chronic fumbling issue, your fumbles happen at the most crippling, opportune times for the other team. Like, we get all momentum to finally make it an interesting game. Just go down, bro. His fumbles this year have been absolute backbreakers, and this is a real issue. I'm talking Matt Jones issue bad at this point. Something has to be done. He's young me. Like, I don't want to, he's young, ride with him. Okay, cool. We're going to ride with him. We're going to support our players, but we're also going to be accountable and hold them accountable for bullshit. And Antonio Gibson be on some bullshit, and that's why for the second time in 3 weeks, he's getting benched. He got benched for Jared Patterson. It may be time to see what the young boy got, because Gibson don't got the juice, man. He doesn't. And he only had 36 yards, 3.6 yards a carry on 10 carries. There were holes there. He wasn't seeing them. He's not as decisive as a runner as I would like at this point. And yes, it makes sense because he was a wide receiver in college. But if this is the guy we're going to trot out there to be running back one, we have to treat, evaluate, and critique him as such. Stop making excuses for these players. I'm not going to sit up here and excuse what I seen yesterday. I'm not going to act like because we played our 5th and 6th defensive ends because Sweat had COVID and had an outbreak in the room that we should have just lost because of that. You still got to suit up and play on Sunday. We want to be a playoff team. We want to be in the playoff mix. Then we need to show up versus playoff teams like Dallas. We need to show up and show that we belong on the same field as them, because for most of that game yesterday, we didn't look like we belonged on the same field as them. And I can see why the disrespect was there. Shit, I would feel disrespected too if I was compared to the team that played like how we played today. I can see why they're guaranteeing victories, bringing their bench to the stadium and taking over the stadium with all their fans. Another bone to pick. Stop complaining about the fans. Stop complaining about other teams' fans taking over our stadium if you don't go to the stadium. Dallas fans had to shell out the same amount of fucking cash to show up to the stadium. You know what they did? They bought the fucking tickets and they were there. But not the team's fault. I mean, it's not our fault, the fans in attendance or the fans not in attendance. It's not our fault that the team performed like dog shit yesterday. But we didn't do better because it looked like a 70-30 split Dallas to Washington yesterday, and I'm keeping it a buck. It was a sea of blue everywhere, every level of the stadium. The tailgates was lit. Speaking of the tailgates, I made a bet with Cowboy Joe Boo, Mark Holmes. So I'm a man of my bet. I have now joined the colorful, toxic, and interesting collection of sons that Mark has via the NFC East content creator community. So Mark Holmes at this point, he's like YouTube NFC East Thanos. He's collecting infinity stones of children from all of us shit-talking content creators of rival NFC East teams. And I'm going to have to don a Mark Holmes is my father shirt, Cowboys shirt on my show. I agreed to the bet, and that's what it is. I got 2 pops now. Good game, Dad. I seen him looking for me at the stadium after the game. I was nowhere to be found, of course, because it was time to beat the traffic. But hey, man, Mark's tailgate was phenomenal, by the way. Like, I had to invade it with some Washington to put some burgundy and gold in the mix. That guy threw down. It was all good vibes. It was nice meeting all of his subscribers, that subscribed to me, Miss Gina C, Nick Caps. I saw my guy E2, DMV, and everybody that was out there, Mark's Jobu tailgate. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to everybody holding me accountable in the chat. Shout out to you, man. I told you, I'm not going to hide or be nowhere to be found just because my team disappointed. I wanted the smoke. I got the smoke. We're not built for this shit yet. But we got a game versus Philly this week. I'm just so like, I don't even know what in this game. We're like the same team right now. And I really don't care what quarterback we tried out for the rest of the season because the long-term answer for it is not currently on this roster. So I'll tell you, in the little bit of time Kyle Allen was in, that deep ball was as pretty a throw as I've seen from any quarterback that has played on this team this year. But I'm not about to sit here and try to drum up a quarterback controversy because there's not much of a controversy when all the quarterbacks on your roster are cut from the same jaggish cloth. But that's it. That's all I got for this one for right now. We lost. We look like shit. And we had our stadium taken over. It be like that sometime. I hate it. I hate it here. We'll see y'all the day after Christmas. Shout out to everybody I seen at the game yesterday. It was still good vibes. Great vibes at the stadium per usual. The tailgate was fun. My tradition of having a shot at tequila at the tailgate has finally been broken. We lost the game yesterday. And shout out to my guy Darren and his bro for their black-owned and black-created apparel company, The Heart of a Black Man. That's the tracksuit you saw me wearing at the stadium and see me wearing right now. They have great stuff. I'm going to drop the link to their stuff and the description of my video, where you can also find the membership link to my channel so you can join the Ramblers and get exclusive content from your boy. But that's all I got for today. We lost, so we're basking in a week of misery and melancholy vibes. But per usual, we stay the course, and we always hail to the nameless football team. So until next time, deuces.